Hello, let's evaluate this problem. Limit x tends to 1, x square minus under root x divided by under root x minus 1. Okay, so let's solve this. So here we can let x is equal to t square, and we have x tends to 1. Then here t also tends to 1. Correct. So limit x, and now we can put t tends to 1. Here x square means t to the power 4 minus t, and here t minus 1. Correct. So limit t tends to 1, and here t can be common, then tq minus 1, and here t minus 1. So limit t tends to 1, here t minus 1, t square plus 1 plus t, and here t minus. So this got cancelled. Now we can put the value of t is 1, then here this will be 1 into 1 plus 1 plus 1, then this is 3. So 3 is the answer of this problem. Okay, so let's solve another problem of same type, so that the concept can be more clearer. Okay, we'll grab this. So let's solve limit another problem. Limit x tends to 1. Now 3, here limit 3 means 3 x square minus 2 3x plus 1, and here x minus 1 whole square. Okay, this is the problem. Now let's solve this. Here let x to the power 1 by 3 is equal to t. Okay, now we have x tends to 1, then t also tends to 1. Okay, so now we'll put limit t tends to 1, here this one, right, under root t. So here if you see here like this is equal to t. Correct. 1 by 3 means like this. Correct. Is equal to this one. Okay, so now here x square, so it is nothing but t square. Correct, and this is 2t here plus 1. Correct, and now here this x. If it is x, then what? T to the power q. Correct. So t to the power q minus 1 whole square, right? Now this is nothing but t minus 1 whole square. Limit x tends to 1, sorry, this is t tends to 1, and here t minus 1 whole square, right? Now here q minus 1 means t minus 1. Okay, t square plus 1 plus t. Correct, this whole square. Correct, right? Now into the next step, limit t tends to 1, t minus 1 whole square, here t minus 1 whole square, t square plus 1 plus t whole square, correct? So this got cancelled. Now if we put the value over here, so 1 by 1 plus 1 whole square, which is 1 by 3 whole square, so it is 9. This is step by step solution of this problem. So answer of this problem is 1 by 9. Okay, so thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe, and do remember formula. Thank you.